EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin. From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Cook following the penalty. Busts through the tackle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, Howell. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Cunningham. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Cunningham. Flush to his right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Finding space at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Off the option, here's Akers. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A play fake. Now Cunningham. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Samuel going to go in motion right. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. Now Howell. Looking for Austin, intercepted. He's to the 15. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
And Reagor will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 27 yards there, a first down. Back to throw, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. You talk about this Rams defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Oh, he shifts past him. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. Cunningham to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Robinson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Here's Akers. They try and run. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And Reagor will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Let's take it inside his own 40. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase,
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA! Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Off play action. It's Howell. He'll buy some time right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. On the move to his left. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
2nd and 10, Howell. And his throw here's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And once more, Howell back to the air. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, they're going to go with the option. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Cunningham. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Cunningham. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Touchdown! Cam Akers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to add on to their first-half lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a throw here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd down, Hal back to pass. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now they got to get to the line quickly. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Well, Hal's going to mix it up here.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Rams' 45-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. 3rd and long, here's Howell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. One last shot before the break. Howell, he's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, as time expires in the first half. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A quick throw. It's Arcega-Whiteside. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Cunningham's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Cunningham looking to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Rager. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go play action. Howell under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the counter, this is Akers. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Faking the handoff. Howell rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken on the 25. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Going right back to Akers. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 38. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holiday. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off the option, here's Akers. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now a toss running left, Akers. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yard. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second down, Howell now. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A give up the middle to Akers.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Tanner Brown for the Rams field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the draw, it's Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
A gain of 9 yards.
On first down, Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Rams, their chances of finishing over 5.